From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Good evening. High temperatures today got into the low to mid 50s across the area. 53 degrees in Lansing, 56 in Howell, and we're looking at 53 degrees down in Jackson. Temperatures have fallen back down into the 40s and will probably stay right around there for the rest of the night. We'll start to see those rain showers move in later tonight into early tomorrow morning, and then we do see some showers throughout the day on Sunday. All the details coming up in just a little bit. 6 News at 11 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you with 6 News at 11.
Nazi flags waving outside as a Jewish play is happening inside. It's our top story tonight at 11. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rachel Ramsey. We come to you with breaking news. We're hearing about people waving Nazi flags outside of a Diary of Anne Frank play in Howell. A member of the Howell American Legion Post tells 6 News they let a community theater group use their building to put on the event. The member says the Legion has heard about rising anti-Semitism and thought people could learn from the play. The night ended with people outside of the Legion waving Nazi flags. We're told once these people started being filmed, they left the area.
Play that we're hosting here at the Post. It's historical and it's something that people can learn from. And, well, this is the kind of crap you have to put up with.
We have plans to talk with the Legion and members of the play soon. We will keep you updated as we learn more. Today, the White House announced that President Biden and President-elect Trump will meet in the Oval Office this Wednesday. CBS's Willie James Inman joins us with details and more on the changing political fortunes on Capitol Hill.
Incumbent Senator Jackie Rosen's win in Nevada is a sigh of relief for Democrats, but Republicans will have the majority in the upper chamber in January. Ballots are still being counted in the battle for the House right now. The GOP is 3 seats away from holding their House majority. Several races have not been called. In a New York Times podcast released today, former Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi spoke about the Democrats' loss. She said President Biden should have dropped out of the race sooner. Pelosi also said culture wars powered the Republican victory.
Well, there are cultural issues involved in elections as well. Guns, God, and gays. That's the way they say it.
This map shows the voting shift from 2020. Arrows to the right show a shift towards Republicans, and arrows to the left show a change towards Democrats. The bigger the arrow, the bigger the change. Also, history made in the gubernatorial races. 13 women, the most ever, will lead their states after Kelly Ayotte's victory in New Hampshire, up from 12 last year. Wall Street also cheering Trump's victory. All 3 indexes ending the week at historic highs.
We're going to be reducing taxes.
Investors welcoming Trump's policies that include lower taxes and less regulation. While he still can, President Biden is focusing on his priorities, including judicial appointments. And President-elect Trump is also looking ahead today, announcing leaders for his inauguration committee. Willie James Inman, CBS News, Washington.
Here in Michigan, exit polling data is helping to explain how President-elect Trump won our closely divided swing state. Tessa Kresh is here for you now with more on what statewide polls are showing.
Yes, Rachel, they're showing that 1 in 5 black men voted for Donald Trump and more than half of all Latinos. Both of these demographics have been considered reliably Democratic for the past few election cycles, but it seems Donald Trump is changing that. These voters say the economy and a focus on middle-class issues attracted them to the Republican Party, and neither group liked how Democrats have handled immigration the last 4 years. Trump was able to win Michigan by less than 100,000 votes, and political strategists from both parties are going to be looking at what they can do to reach these voters now that they've proven that they can swing election results in our state. Back to you, Rachel.
Thank you, Tessa. And yesterday, many students at Michigan State University were outraged and protested against Donald Trump's new presidency. They say lives are on the line under Trump. They also say his campaign is fascist and spews violent rhetoric. Organizers of the protest say the purpose was to highlight community and push against fascism. They believe Trump's stance on immigration will make many people suffer. Protesters also say they're upset with Trump's push to get rid of the Department of Education, saying education is an important service that should be accessible for everyone.
He's like really anti-immigration. He's anti-Arab. You know, it's anti quite literally almost anybody that isn't a white cisgendered higher income man. Not personally, but somebody yesterday had actually shared that they were walking by and a group of people just like shouted a racist slur at them.
In East Lansing, a gruesome discovery was made in a Coolidge Place townhome. Police say it started when the townhome's management let them know there was blood in an apartment. They say while searching, they found a dead body in the freezer along with possibly finding human remains from a second individual also in the freezer. Police say they believe this homicide happened a while ago, and having a delay between finding the bodies and the crime taking place will make the investigation harder. As of right now, no arrests have been made.
Anything that the public, if they've heard anything, seen anything, that they can contact us. My hopes is that, we find something quickly. That way, the public can be at ease, family members can be at ease, neighbors can be at ease.
Turning a love of records into a business. That's what a Michigan man has done with his record and CD show. Taryn Simmons was at the show this afternoon and is here for you now with how this man turned his hobby into a hustle.
Rachel, I spoke with Rodney Branham, owner of Rerun Records, who hosts record and CD shows all across Michigan. He says he's been dealing records for 42 years and has loved them ever since he was a kid.
I spent every penny of my allowance buying records when I was a kid. And about 84, I think it was, I went to my first record show. And I'm like, wow, I can do this.
Love at first sight is what Rodney Branham experienced long ago. And that's what made him become a record and CD dealer and create his show, which came to Lansing this afternoon. The record CD show happens multiple times a year and brings music lovers from all across the world where they sell, trade, and buy vinyls from different genres.
They'll come in, we've had them come in from Japan, Canada, UK, Germany, all over the place.
He says the hustle can get a bit overwhelming, but he loves it.
It's a crazy hobby to be in because there's so much that you need to know, and there's no book about it, and you got to learn it on your own as you go along. You'll sell stuff that you had no idea what it was valued at, and you gave it away.
No matter how times have changed, Branham says the love of records will never die.
People said records went away. Records never went away. CDs came out, but if you knew where to go, you could still buy the new records.
Branham says the next show was on January 18th.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Good evening, everyone, and happy Saturday. We're looking at a beautiful day overall for the day today, and we saw those high temperatures into the low to mid 50s with some sunshine for the first half of the day, and then clouds moved in ahead of our next weather system. Let's take a look at the Skyview Network cam on our Capitol Cam time lapse as we can see that beautiful sunrise this morning. Then we had those clouds making their way through the forecast, and then we saw some layering clouds, and eventually we had somewhat of a nice sunset before we saw those dark clouds move in for the remainder of the night. Temperatures today got into the 50s, 55 degrees in Charlotte and Mason, 53 in Jackson and Marshall and here in Lansing. Average high is right around 50, so it's still just a little bit warmer than what it should be for this time of year, but any warmth is welcome warmth for today. As we head into the rest of tonight, temperatures have fallen back down into the 40s, 47 degrees in Lansing, 48 in Howell, and we're looking at 48 degrees in Jackson. They'll fall just a little bit more for the overnight hours as we continue to see these mostly cloudy skies and some rain showers moving in later tonight into early tomorrow morning. So let's track all of this for you right now, but that rain is all associated with this low pressure system over Nebraska, and because of that, that's going to be moving into our area, but we haven't seen any rain from it today. That's because of this high pressure system that's bringing all of that drier air to the surface, but once that high pressure system scooches its way to the east, we'll start to see those rainy conditions move in and settle in for a few hours for tomorrow. Let's track that right now. We're seeing those rain showers move in right around 5 in the morning, and they will be widespread and heavy at times, but this won't be an all day long event. It's just going to be maybe 3 to 4 hours at most. Then we'll have a little bit of a lull and a break in the activity, and then a little bit more showers moving in tomorrow night around 4:30 p.m. And then after that, that we'll be back with the clouds after that for the remainder of the night up ahead. So again, for tomorrow, we'll see those rainy skies for the day for tomorrow morning. Then tomorrow afternoon and evening look to stay a little bit dry with maybe a few showers towards the evening. Again, as we head into Sunday, we'll see those rainfall totals maybe around 1/4 to 1/2 inch in some spots. So this will really help any of that drought that we are still seeing across mid-Michigan. As we head into the day tomorrow, we'll see mostly cloudy skies with isolated rain showers, and we'll even see the temperatures back into the 60s tomorrow, which again is well above average for this time of year. We typically see the highs into the 50s for this time of year, so we're going to see another warm day up ahead. As we continue our high temperature trend, yes, we see the temperatures into the 60s, then we're back down into the 50s for Monday and back into the 40s for Tuesday with plenty of sunshine in the forecast. Let's take a look at that on our 6-day forecast. We see those rain showers sticking around maybe just for a little bit of Monday morning, but then as we head into Tuesday, we'll see high pressure systems settle back in and we'll have mostly sunny conditions and dry conditions as well. Rain showers return for Wednesday, and then as we head into the end of the week, temperatures are on the increase again, but for the week after next, we'll continue to see the chance for some rain showers each and every day, but again, it's not going to be a washout throughout every day, just a few showers throughout the rest of the upcoming week after next.
Well, thank you, Kelsey.